Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Home Rich Studio. Today I'm going to recreate 4 items that inspired me from other crafters. This video is in collaboration with the monthly Recreation Inspiration Collaboration, which I will tell you about shortly. But right now, let's just go make something. Here's the first piece, and this is from the channel called The Crazy Craft Lady. I just stumbled across this channel and I was pretty impressed with a lot of her pieces, so go check her out. I'll leave the link to her channel in my description box below. So that first one was hers, the second one was mine, and here's what you're going to need. 2 burner plates, 2 of these faux tin looking tiles from the Dollar Tree, as well as this scarf. I have some picks, a scrap piece of cardboard. I have some buttons and some bells. And I also have chalk paint in the color white and Randak, black, which is ink, and Waverly pumpkin. So now I'm going to remove the sticky back from these tiles, because we're not going to need them. We're going to stick them down with adhesive and some hot glue, and they're easy to work with when you remove this sticky piece. So I just took the back and a burner cover and traced out a circle and then cut it out. And I did that one with the smaller, or did the same thing with the smaller one as well. And now I'm putting hot glue, and that's a temporary hold because it really won't stick to the metal. And I put the bottom down, and as you can see, it really won't stick, but I had to get it down there temporarily, and then I ended up putting some super glue in it. And so now I'm taking my white chalk paint and I'm just giving it just one good coat on both burner covers. And this is on the inside of the burner cover, not on the outside or the top of it. And here's the adhesive, and that's just from the Dollar Tree. Okay, so now I use these on another project, so I pulled it apart and I'm using these. I didn't want to go buy more. So anyway, I just turn them around and I put a one of those large popsicle sticks down to hold those together, and I did super glue those as well as hot glue them. And now I have the black chalk paint and I'm just putting it on the inside, and I put too much on there. I didn't like how dark it was. Then when I took a baby wipe to wipe it off, it kind of smeared it. I didn't like it, so I did end up going over it with some white paint again, and then just distressing it ever so lightly. Then I took some black chalk paint and then I just ran it around the top there. And now I'm just going to cut kind of a rectangular piece out of this cardboard for the hat. I didn't have enough cardboard for the rim, so I just took another popsicle stick and glued it on there, and now I'm just painting it in the black chalk paint. I'm painting the whole piece, the top and the sides, not the back. And now these are just pieces I had in my stash. They were like lids to something and I kept them, but you can always use Dollar Tree buttons. But I had these and I thought these were perfect, the perfect size, and that's why I just used these. I don't even remember what they came off of, but I kind of keep everything. You know, I have a box and I'm like, this is interesting. I might be able to use this sometime, and I just throw these kind of things in the box. And now I am just taking a Sharpie and putting little dots where I want the eyes to be, so I know how to space them. And I have this little dabber sponge, and I just put it in my black paint, and I'm just going to dab it on. It's kind of hard to paint because, you know, it has those bumps in it from the design. And now this is how the Crazy Craft Lady showed us how to make a nose. So you make a circle, as you know, as big as you want the end of the carrot nose to look. And then when you're done with that circle and you get it as big or as small as you want, then you paint another circle kind of on the side of it that's just a little bit smaller, and then a third one just a little bit smaller, and it works like a charm. I'm telling you, very smart. So that's what I did. And now she did not put a hat on her snowman, but I felt like mine needed a hat. So I'm just gluing this on there with hot glue and the super glue. And at this point, you can paint the entire back white. She spray painted her back of her snowman. I didn't do it yet, but I will be doing it. And she had ribbon for the scarf. I just really wanted to use a scarf. Plus, I had this from last year. So now I just took my rotary stick, which cuts a really quick, very sharp piece of, or sharp material. I hope that didn't make sense. Anyway, you know what I mean. I just cut a piece of that out, and my rotary tool does a better job than my scissors. That's what I was trying to say. And then I just made a seam, folded it down, and folded the other piece up to make a nice crisp seam. And now I'm just placing it around my snowman. I hope that all makes sense. I don't know if I made sense to myself. But I just glued it on, glued the one tab that didn't have the fringe onto the back, and then glued this where the fringe is onto the front. And then I scrunched it together, and I wanted it to stay, so I got a little clip and I put it in there to make it all scrunchy looking. And I really didn't, I was going to put like some flowers down there and stuff. I didn't like that. I thought it looked better on the brim of the snowman's hat. So I just glued, these are just picks that I had in my box of mismatched stuff, things that I picked apart last year. And just glued some holly leaves and some berries on the top there. Now she made a mouth on her snowman. I did not. And her buttons were painted on as well as the mouth. My buttons were real, and I just decided not to have a mouth on mine. And I put some bells, 3 silver bells on the scarf. And now I'm just taking, you know, when you have a flower pick and you use all of the flowers and leaves off of it, don't throw them away. There's so many things that you can use them for, and this is what I'm using for the snowman's hand. I just trimmed them down, and you could paint them. These were kind of frosty, but you could paint them white or spray paint them white. That would look great. And yeah, voila, super easy, super fast, and he's super cute. My husband saw him. He passed the husband test. My husband's like, oh, that's cute. So I'm like, oh, okay, if he notices, because you know what? He doesn't care. He's left brain, I'm right brain. So when he sees right brain stuff, he's like, okay. His best picture would be a stick figure, and he's not good at that either. So anyway, do you guys know what I mean? Anyway, I thought he turned out cute. Okay, so this collaboration is called the Recreation Inspiration. It's always the 8th of every single month. The idea is to pick a crafter that has inspired you and recreate their idea with a twist. I'd like to thank the hosts, Loli with Loli D Creations and Katie with Lady Red Crafting, as well as the guest host, Tosha from Sunflower Tosha DIYs. And if you already haven't, please go check out their channels because they are so sweet and they're very talented. And I posted their channel links in the description box below this video, as well as the playlist. So I'm making it very easy for you guys to go and check out all that good stuff. And you'll get tons of ideas and tons of inspiration. Okay, here's my second and my third idea, and this is from Olivia's Romantic Home, and these are flocked ornaments. Now, I will also have her link posted in my description box below. And here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a big ornament, some Mod Podge. This is flour, just regular flour, and some embellishments. I have some feathers, and I have some flowers, some picks, some ribbon, these pretty silver pine cones and berries and holly. And so now I'm just gonna pop that top off there and put a skewer in the middle there because it's easier to paint. I'm gonna take moss chalk paint and I'm just gonna give it one quick coat. And anyway, Olivia's Romantic Home is one of the very first channels I've ever subscribed to. She's amazing, and she has given me so much information, and she's really good at creating things on a budget. So please go check her out. Anyway, I just want to say hello, friends. I am here to thank all of my subscribers and welcome everyone to my channel. I appreciate all of you, and I appreciate all of your support. Everything helps. The likes, the comments, the shares. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, because not only does it help my channel grow, but you'll be notified every time I post a new video. It's completely free. So come on, join my Homeridge Studio family. Okay, so after the moss paint has dried, I am putting a very generous coat of Mod Podge on top of this, and I'm taking the flour and I'm going to sprinkle it all around. Now this is, Olivia did this. She made a bunch of flocked ornaments. Her ornaments were smaller and she used flour. So she said she saw this idea, she tried it. They looked pretty good. Mine didn't look so good. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know what I did wrong. I know there are other ways to make flocked ornaments, but I thought this was interesting and hers looked really good, so I thought I'd try it. After that was dry, completely dry with the Mod Podge, I just took a paintbrush, a large one, and I brushed off all the excess. And that's what it looks like. And I did $14.99 for a bottle of spray Mod Podge. And I'm glad I bought it. So anyway, you have to seal this because it's flour and it will get bugs on it. So that's what I did. I sealed it. And then now I'm just going to decorate it. Hers were just kind of plain. You know, she didn't do anything fancy with them. She just painted hers different colors like pink and blue. I am just kind of fancying mine up, I guess, is what I would say. But yeah, so I put feathers all around it and I put the top back on it. And now I have this poinsettia. It's white and green, so it matches perfectly with the green moss paint. And then I have some of these holly picks that are silver and green. And I have some berries I'm popping in there. And some more green picks, all from the Dollar Tree. And I have these silver pine cones. I'm putting a couple in there. And I have this ribbon. I don't know where I got it from. It says $1, but it is silver and white. And it has snowflakes on it. I wrapped it around so there's 3 loops on both sides. And then I found the middle by folding it in half. And then I just took a piece of string and I just tied it in the middle. And then I pulled out all the loops. And this is probably like 4 inches long. It's very small. And now I'm just going to pop that right on top. And then I'm just going to take another pine cone. I'm going to stick it in there, and that is it. I love this. I think it's so pretty. Here's Olivia's flocked ornaments, and then here is also her what do you call it? The snowflake wreath. Oh, I can't talk. I'm sorry. Anyway, so hers was the blue one and mine is the green one. And of course, you know, I'm going to put a twist on it. And I got this like last year or the year before from Michael's. It is just a bunch of ribbon, and I love this. I use these all the time. I have one for the fall and I have one for Christmas. And so I just found some sparkly green ribbon because that's going to be the where you know, for the hanger. And this is a large ornament. And I have some pearls. I don't use those green gems and I don't use the gold gems, but I wanted to put some kind of a jewel in the middle. I didn't have a jewel that I wanted to put in the middle. I have a gold pen. I have some glitter, iridescent glitter, and here we go. I'm going to take this and paint it in this green moss chalk paint. Voila. And now when it's dry, I'm going to take this metallic gold marker that you can get at the Dollar Tree, and I am just outlining the entire snowflake, and I'm making the outline pretty thick, especially because it's on the green here and it's kind of hard to see. So you want to make it, I don't know, probably a 1/2 inch thick, I think I did. And then when that was done, I took a generous amount of Mod Podge and I just tipped the ends all the way around. But I did about 2 or 3 at a time because you do not want that to dry. It has to be very liquidy for, you know, in order for the glitter to stick. So I did 2 or 3 and then I sprinkled the glitter all over. And this is the iridescent glitter. I believe I got this from Walmart. I think Olivia used the fine glitter. I couldn't find mine, so this is a little bit chunkier, but it works. I think it looks really pretty. Okay, now I have one of these ornaments. Same color as the glitter. It's like an iridescent, and that's from the Dollar Tree. I put it in the middle. And then I have one of these big pearls from the Dollar Tree. It comes in a big pack. Put one of those in the middle, and then I just put the little hanger on top there. And I just tied it. And here's the surprise. It's reversible. The back is like a plaster and the front is moss. So I did the same thing as on the plaster side, only difference is the color. But right here I'm just going to show you the moss side. And the Mod Podge here, it looks clumpy because it's not dry yet. I was racing through this video to get it done today, but it will dry clear. It's just some areas looks like it's white, and it is because it's just I had to put the Mod Podge on thick. And here's the flocked ornament. And here is the final piece. And this is Lacee's space. And this is her piece, lit and not lit. And here's my piece. And she calls this a standing wreath. So here's what you're going to need. They call this a bowl. I don't know, it's more like a platter. It's plastic. It's from the Dollar Tree. This is a car cloth from the Dollar Tree. I have a deer ornament. She uses a church. I have the deer, and I have these trees, and I just picked up a bunch of ornaments. I did this slightly different than her. Of course, we're supposed to make it our own. And I have a bunch of snowflake ornaments, and I have glitter and snow and Epsom salt. I have a bunch of picks, and I have one of those duster cloths from the Dollar Tree. I have ribbon. I did not use ribbon. Of course, we're going to need some Mod Podge. So I mixed about 1/2 cup of Epsom salt, a tablespoon of glitter, and a tablespoon of snow. And I did pull that sticker off the back there. And I'm just going to mix this up really well. And after I'm done mixing this up, I'm going to put a ton of Mod Podge around the rim, and I'm just going to work in sections because you, again, don't want this to dry, and you want this to be on kind of thick, and it takes a while for it to dry. So anyway, I just want you to know, go and check out Lacee's channel. Her channel link will be posted in my description box below this video. And she is a very good friend of mine. I just told her I wanted to recreate one of her stuff because she's so talented. And I've known her for about 3 years. She helped me get my YouTube channel started. I always wanted to do this, and she said, no, you're doing it. And so she kind of made me do it, and I'm so glad to this day for her pushing me because it was something I always wanted to do. And yeah, so we live very close to each other, and we even go craft shopping. It's kind of dangerous when we do that, but it's a lot of fun. So anyway, that's what it looks like when it's done. I would put some glitter, that whole mixture. I would put some in the middle too. I had to kind of go add some in the middle after, I put cutting these triangles out. They're going to be mountains, snow-covered mountains in the background. Yeah, you'll see the holes. You'll see where I had to go fill it in. Now, these are not perfect triangles because, mountains are not perfect, are they? And if you have ever been to Utah or you live in Utah, like I live in Michigan. I did a road trip back from Arizona, and we went through Utah and a bunch of states back through Michigan. Wow, like some of the mountains there are just absolutely breathtaking. Probably one of the most beautiful states I've ever been in. So anyway, that's my 2 cents about mountains and traveling, yeah. And we travel through the Appalachians a lot, and I've been through Colorado and all that, but oh, breathtaking. Utah is just absolutely incredible. So anyway, I cut a bunch of these. I think 2 big ones and a medium one and 3 or 4 little ones, and just glued them on there. This duster piece here came from the little duster pack from the Dollar Tree. I just clipped the hard ends off, and now I'm just gluing this on the bottom like snow. And I have this blue snow that I got a couple years ago, and guess who bought the blue snow for me? Lacee. I'm like, where did you get that? I love that. And she's like, well, I bought one for you too. So yeah, thank you, Lacee. Yeah, so I thought this was really pretty. It's hard to see it through the iridescent, so you have to put it on pretty thick. And I did spray the spray Mod Podge on top of it again. Like I said, it's $14.99. It's a pretty big bottle. I personally think it's worth it because you don't have to put Mod Podge on anything, drip it or brush it on. This kind of snowy, messy stuff, you can just spray it on. And so I put these trees in here, the tree ornaments. She had it was a fake tree, but like a white tree from the dollar store. I couldn't find mine. I have a whole box full of these, but I just put the ornaments on there, and then I had some white leafy picks. Literally, they're Christmas picks, and they are white, they look like white eucalyptus, and I just threw a bunch of those in there in the background. And now I have these little ornaments, and I'm putting one on the top, the bottom, and the sides. And I have this little table scatter. They have little flexible white ornaments, not ornaments, little pieces in there, and I put them on top of the tree so you didn't see the holes. And then I'm putting the blue ones in the middle, and now I'm going to put lights on this. Now, I'm not going to give this away to anyone, and I'm not going to sell it, so I am just literally going to put some masking tape on the back of it. If you're going to sell it, if you make this piece, or if you want to give it away, you could obviously put felt on top of all of that. Just make sure that you leave the battery pack exposed so you can replace them when need be. And yeah, I just taped them around the end, and that's what it looks like. I think it's so pretty. Okay, and here is the whole shebang. Everything I made today. The flocked ornament, the large ornament, the standing wreath, and the snowman. Let me know which one you like the best, and don't forget Lacee's space, Olivia's romantic home, and the crazy craft lady. All great and talented channels, people. Go visit them. And also thank you for watching my video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the host channel and check out the playlist, and I'll be back soon. I am decorating my porch for not Christmas, fall. I'm still in fall. Have a blessed day. Bye.